Hey YouTube world, Ed Kirkpatrick. Thanks for stopping by and dropping in. I want to take you back to a simpler time. Boy, today stuff is so different than what it used to be. Take you back to 1965. Yeah, remember my daddy had a bakery downtown. In 1965, in this small town of Milledgeville, Georgia, he had the bakery. It's where everybody got their bread. You bought a loaf and they ran it through the slicer. You wanted it sliced. Got your donuts, your cakes there. Next door was a market called Joyner's Market. That's what it was called, Joyner's Market. That's where you bought your groceries at. They didn't carry bread, rolls, or anything like that like they do today. Basically where you got your flour, your salt, your cornmeal, your canned goods, and your meats. Then a little ways down, a couple blocks, was another market called Allen's Market. And it was basically the same type little deal. Simple, small town, America. And I remember in about 69, A&P came to town and opened up a store, Atlantic and Pacific. And I remember the guy that used to run Joyner's Market, Wiley Miller. He said, "Dang Yankees done come to town. They gonna get some of my business. They gonna get some of that bakery business too." What are you talking about? Yeah, they carry that Colonial and Sunbeam bread. Oh, well, Daddy didn't make much money off of bread, mostly the cakes and the sweet stuff, really. But anyhow, Wiley was a character, and every summer I work in the bakery. We'd go in 1 o'clock in the morning and we'd bake to 10 o'clock in the morning. Come home, take a nap. But a lot of times, about 8 o'clock in the morning, when Wiley opened up at the Joyner's Market, my daddy'd say, "Go over and tell Wiley we need this." He'd give me a little list, you know. And I'd get the shopping cart and I'd go down the aisles and get what I needed. Then I'd go back to the meat department and I'd say, "Daddy said I need this, Wiley." You take that list and said, "Okay. Y'all need 6 steaks, 2 pounds of hamburger, pork chops, all right? Give me a minute and I'll fix you up." He cut everything fresh. He had some stuff laid in the counter, but pretty much he cut everything fresh. And that's the way it was back then. He'd wrap it all up and I'd go to the front counter and I'd sign a ticket. Yeah, and then Daddy settled up with them every month. That's the way it was back in those days. Is anybody, you just ran a ticket at the grocery store and you settled up at the end of the month or every other week, however you wanted to do it. Or you could pay cash, don't get me wrong. And Wiley was a character, boy. You'd walk in there and old wooden floors in the place with splits big enough you could about see the basement in it. Floor would be sagging. Shopping carts back then, they wouldn't know nothing like they are today. Most of the time they had these baskets you picked up. Some people call them shopping carts buggies nowadays. Depends on where you live at. But anyhow, I'd head back to the back a lot of times and I'd see Wiley back there with that big old long steel sharpening them knives, buddy. He'd just be sharpening them knives. And I'd say, "What's going on, Mr. I called him Mr. Wiley, even though his last name was Miller. "What's going on, Mr. Wiley?" He said, "Got some meat coming in, boy. Here, 2 hogs and a half a cow. Might want to go tell your daddy. This stuff's going to go quick." When they sold out, for that day, they sold out. I mean, that's just the way it was back then. And I'd say, "Oh, okay." So, you know, he'd kind of giggle. I'd run out of there and to the next door, go back in the bakery and say, "Daddy, Wiley's got some meat coming in." He says, "Got 2 hogs and a cow." said, we better hurry up, we want something. He said, well, you go back and tell Mr. Wiley we all right today, but maybe tomorrow we still good. So I can run back over there. It's kind of a game they was playing with me. And but as I got a little older and everything, and still did, even though A&P came to town, and later on Piggly Wiggly, that's the big southern chain out of Vidalia, Georgia, they come in town. So, but Wiley still holds his own right down there in downtown Millersville, as the suburbs were growing and town was moving north more and more toward the lake. These grocery chains, popped up there, A&P, Piggly Wiggly. A little later, Winn-Dixie came in, but Wiley just kept hanging on down there. And he had good meat, absolutely good meat. He didn't have to worry about the quality of his meat. Like I said, he always cut it fresh. Ground his own hamburger, wasn't no prepackaged stuff. Same with the hogs. You go in there and you, you want to get a hog belly for makes you some bacon. He'd have it, but nobody bought that slab of that belly meat there. He'd grind it up, make sausage out of it after a day or two. I mean, they used every piece of the hog too. He'd make his own head cheese. Yeah, I don't know if y'all know what that is, but anyway, yeah, it was a simpler time back in them days. And but anyhow, it got started to get a little older there, and Wiley started, because the grocery stores were starting to carry seafood. Before that, you couldn't get no seafood. You had to go fishing to get fish, or you had to drive some like big city in Macon to get shrimp or something. It just wasn't around here. Well, then the local stores started carrying a little bit of frozen, so Wiley got into it too. He found a company down there somewhere along the coast that ran a truck up here, so if you wanted to get a bushel of oysters or 2 or 3 pounds of shrimp, you'd let him know, and a day or two he'd call you up and say, I got it. That's just the way it was back then. You just didn't go in and there wasn't a big array of fish laid out or shrimp. Now they had mullet, stuff like that. Local guys caught when they would sell. But if you wanted, show enough seafood like red snapper or grouper or something like that, you had to basically place an order. And when the truck ran on Thursdays and Mondays and Thursdays, I think, that's when you got your delivery. So simpler time back then too. That's what I'm getting at. Nowadays, you ain't even got to do that. You can just pick up this thing right here, click a few buttons, and the next day, it's at your doorstep. Yeah. And there was something about waiting on shrimp. They'd say, hey, I got some shrimp ordered, and we're going to cook out Friday night. That's a big thing. Our family always ate together. Ate breakfast together. We maybe ate lunch in different spots because of where we was at, but we always ate supper together every evening. Yeah, we did. TV was turned off. All 6 of us sat around the table and we ate supper. Of course, you're going to get the question if it's school season, what did you learn in school today? But, yep. Always did the prayer before we ate. Just a simpler time. It was. Perhaps America may need to get back on simpler times, really. I enjoyed it. Like I said, it was a treat knowing that we're going to have shrimp Friday. Yeah, buddy, boiled shrimp Friday. And here it was, Monday, and coming in on Thursday, and yeah, the biggest treat in the world. Now you want shrimp, like I said, run the store, get them 10 minutes, you can be cooking them. Yeah, it was. Well, I just had that thought, was pondering tonight about things in the past. Remember old Wiley? One time, I don't know if y'all ever heard of a gum called clove gum. Yeah, they had that, little gum section where you would check out. They had 2 little checkout counters there. Them old registers that had the big old keys on them, flip, and the little thing would pop up at the top. Yeah. Ding ding, ring it up, and the bells would go off. Anyway, I had that bubblegum selection. I'd always want to get a pack of that clove gums. They put it on Daddy's ticket. It wasn't but a nickel. I don't know if he ever put it on a ticket or not. One day Wiley said, "Hey, you gonna get some clove gum today?" I said, "Yeah." Yeah, I'm like, "Can I?" Yeah. He said, "I tell you, I got something new up there. It's in a little red packet right there beside it. It's called something or other. Cinnamon something. So get you a pack of that. I think you'll like it." Okay. You know, chewing gum back in them days, yeah. Man, I got a pack of that stuff, put a stick of that in my mouth before I could get chewing and turn the corner and go back in the bakery. That stuff about to let me on fire. Yeah. Some kind of cinnamon old bubble gum, chewing gum back in the day. Whew. That was my first introduction to hot. Sure enough, hot. Yeah, I remember that. I bet old Wiley was laughing his tail off the whole time. Yeah, he would. But anyhow, Ed Kirkpatrick, thanks for stopping by. I thought I'd share that little brief moment in history with you. Things were a lot simpler, and the anticipation of getting something new and different. For nowadays, anticipation's 24 hours, and that's it. Oh, man. Anyway, God bless everybody. Best kept secret on YouTube. Adios.